Same paycheck. Two different endings. You've probably been told that hard work and consistency get you ahead. Jalen Ashworth worked hard. He was consistent. At 34, he had $340 in savings. Two people, same city, same starting salary, $52,000 a year, same offer letter, same first day at the same logistics company. Jalen Ashworth and Eduardo Reyes. This is what happened. Neither of them made a big decision. That's the part people miss. Nobody sat down and chose to fail. Nobody sat down and chose to win. It was smaller than that. It was sequence. Jalen's rule was simple, the way most people's is. Pay the bills, live a little, save whatever's left. Most months, nothing was left. Eduardo's rule came from his uncle. Years before this job even existed. Move the money the same hour it lands. Before you see the full number. Before you can talk yourself out of it. His uncle showed him once at a kitchen table with a plain white envelope. Wrote "Savings, do not touch" on the front in block letters. Slid it across the table. "Income is a river," he said. "If you don't build something to stop some of it, all of it goes past you. Every time." Eduardo kept that envelope. Not for cash, for reminders. Every payday, before rent, before anything, he moved 10% out. Automatic. Gone before he could miss it. Year one. Look at both of them. You wouldn't notice a thing. Same apartment complex. Same happy hours on Fridays. Same jokes in the break room. While Jalen spent what came in and figured he'd catch up later, Eduardo was quietly doing something different. Nothing dramatic, just moving money the same hour it landed, week after week. Day 5 of the habit, Jalen saw the transfer notification on Eduardo's phone and laughed. "You're really that tight with money now?" Eduardo just shrugged. Day 12, Eduardo almost stopped. A concert, good tickets, money sitting right there, untouched, doing nothing exciting. The old voice showed up, loud, clear. It said, "You're 24. Live a little. The money will still be there next year." He looked at the envelope on his dresser a long time. Then he bought the cheaper seats and moved the transfer anyway. Day 19, nothing had really changed yet, except one number, small, easy to dismiss, was quietly bigger than it used to be. Year 5. Now you'd notice something. Small, but real. Eduardo had a cushion. Not much. Enough that an unexpected car repair didn't wreck his month. He'd started putting some of the excess into a simple index fund his coworker mentioned once at lunch. Jalen had tried to start saving 3 separate times. Once after a New Year's resolution. Once after a scare with a maxed-out card. Each time, something came up. Something always comes up. Neither man said a word about it to the other. This wasn't a competition. It didn't feel like one yet. This story seemed like it was about income. It was not. Same paycheck. Same rent range. Same city. The gap wasn't coming from what they earned. It was coming from the order things happened in. Repeated, week after week. For years, neither of them was counting. Year 10. Both companies, same industry, same downturn, announced layoffs in the same quarter. Jalen got the call on a Tuesday. $340 in his account. A car note. A due date on rent in 11 days. He sat in his car in the parking lot afterward and didn't start the engine for a long time. Eduardo got the call 2 days later. He opened his savings app before he told anyone. $11,400 sitting in the account his uncle taught him to build, plus whatever the index fund had quietly become over 6 years of nobody watching it closely. He didn't celebrate. He just sat there, too, in his own car, holding his phone. He thought about the concert tickets, about the envelope, about how none of it had felt like anything, most weeks, for 10 straight years. The old voice came back, quieter this time, almost a whisper. What if you'd just spent it? Nobody would have blamed you. He put the phone down and went inside to update his resume, because he had time to do it right instead of doing it scared. The difference between them was never talent. It was never luck. It was one small decision, automated, repeated for 10 years, versus the same decision postponed, month after month, for 10 years. A river without a dam still looks full, right up until the day you need water, and there's nothing left standing between you and empty. If your paycheck landed tomorrow and disappeared into your life before you touched a dollar of it on purpose, what would that river actually be carrying you toward 10 years from now? Comment below what your answer is. Subscribe to keep thinking.